All right, we've got two more. 59.
This starts, so a couple things. One, Demekion Garlington is Scarface. And he's on Instagram. He's playing a song by Slime Life Shorty, Woonie Lee. And he posts, this is Christian McMiller, leader of, Rock Gang or Rock Main Boo Gang. But it's a video. And the reason that the state includes this is it starts there. And then, Mr. Abadi is going to play it. This is where, and this is that wiretap where the state mentions Demekion Garlington calling people and basically talking about this song he just made that's awesome, but we got to take that guy's name out of the song because if he gets whacked, they're going to be on to us. That was a wire.
We have to actually hear the song.
Well, in the song, he says Shell Kel is going to get whacked. Specifically says the name of Kelvin Watts in the post we've been going through that is this back and forth. So the state thinks, so we want to play this for the court briefly so that you could see, the song he's referencing on the wiretap aligns with when this video is made, where he's at the studio and the song, the people at the studio are singing along to his song where he says, I think the line is either Shell Kel's going to get whacked or we need to whack Shell Kel. And then he has a wiretap talking privately, right? Not knowing that the law enforcement's listening, where he says, this song is great, but we got to take his name out in case something happens to him. And then the song lyric is Shell Kel's going to get whacked. And so that has multiple relevant purposes, where the post that we believe was related to the murder of Shamel Drinks was the same Shell Kel. And so him posting in April of 2022 about this song and talking about it.
This is March 14th.
Well, the wiretap, he talks about this song for weeks because, once he makes the song, he keeps telling people, you got to hear my song. Have you heard my song? And so he has multiple wiretaps referencing this song where he's talking about killing Shell Kel, and he's got to figure out another word because there's, he's saying if Shell Kel gets murdered, and the state's theory is that they are trying to murder Shell Kel.
Okay, but all of that is coming in through what he says on the wiretap. Why do we need to hear the song?
To prove that the wiretap clip doesn't say Shell Kel's name. It just says we need to take that boy's name out the song in case something happens to him. Where the song itself, literally, there's no subliminal or it's overt. Shell Kel needs to get whacked.
I understand.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's good for you.
I understand, but we're kind of like.
Well, I would imagine that the counter argument is that, well, I'll let the state make the argument.
For the last one, Your Honor?
Yeah.
The back-to-back. I apologize, Your Honor. I was talking
go ahead.
co-counsel when. So for this last one,
No, for 59.
What was Mr. Shart's rebuttal argument?
I was just pointing out that nothing's happened to Shell. I don't understand how the fact that Meghon is calling people and saying he needs to take Shell Kel's name out of the song. It seems like we're pretty far afield from everything at this point.
Your Honor, I agree. I would, Kenneth Copeland, Quindarius Zachary, these interviews from 2015, right, related to Donald Thomas's murder, have multiple mentions of YSL members fighting Shell Kel. Shell Kel's the one who punched Martinez Arnold in the club with when Martinez Arnold and Diamante Kendricks get arrested in Trestle Tree after Shell Kel, the same person. That's 2015. Fast forward, you have the repeated back and forth. Shell Kel comes up multiple times on these wiretaps.
Yeah, we know that.
But this specifically saying that you're going to, I don't have anything else where they say, explicitly, we're going to kill him. I mean, like on a recorded line. And so him on the wiretap saying, it's clear by the state's rendition, if you listen to the wiretap, that we've already argued, for that wiretap clip, we just wanted to play the song so the jury knows, oh, he's talking about the same Shell Kel that we have heard has had a conflict with YSL for 7 or 8 years, and to multiple YSL alleged murders of members that are very close with Shell, who's currently posted in 2022, #nutlife. He's still posting pictures of Donovan Thomas. And they have a song with Demekion Garlington saying we need to get Shell whacked. I think it's highly relevant. And it's not like the jury's going to see this and say, you know what, I don't need to deliberate on any other evidence. My mind is made up. It's so prejudicial to hear that clip from Demekion Garlington. And because 403, elements of scant relevant value dragged in on the heels of its feet to create some kind of inflammatory rhetoric decision by the jury. And I don't know how that's remotely possible in a 12-month trial for the jury to see this one song and this one wiretap and say, I've seen enough. I'm going to convict because of this Demekion Garlington song. So I think it fails the 403 analysis. And I think it's highly relevant that someone who back in 2015 and in 2022 is heavily tethered to one of the victims of the murder, is a member of a quite public, not secret feud between these two groups. And then in 2022, Demekion Garlington is making songs about having him killed and then calling someone else on a wiretap the state was going to play has been deemed admissible by this court, that we need to take that boy's name out of the song in case something happens to him. And the timing of that wiretap aligns with when he's in the studio, promoting this song. In terms of that time frame, you can make the song one day and then share it with other people for weeks and months later. And so the state feels that under just the 401 and 403, it is relevant, and the prejudicial value, the prejudicial, it is not substantially outweighed. The probative value is not substantially outweiged by its prejudicial
All
effect.
right, and what exactly is said in that song that's the relevant part about killing?
Your Honor, so we're going to get to it. It's a very brief portion. So we're going to pit 27 seconds in this video. And then you see a number of people in the studio. Correct. And the state also, the backstory to this is what we've been discussing in terms of this is after the death of Christian Miller and Darius Ford. And so.
After every roll ahead. I went on 20 after, that shit killing me. I can't go. They fucked you up, Kim. Damn, man. I can't get.
So what does it say? I'm like,
It says
whacked.
Yeah, it says get little Shell whacked. Shell SHELL. Get G-E-T.
Whole Shell whacked.
Whacked.
I've never even heard him refer to Shell.
And then, you have the other wiretap call where he's saying,
And so this is them just playing that song he's working on in the studio on March 14th. And yes or no, March 14th, or this is just when somebody grabbed the video?
I will confirm with investigator Viverito who put this.
Okay, find out when it was posted. And then a month and a half later, or maybe a month later, he says on the wiretap, that guy's name out of the song.
He has multiple wiretaps talking about the calls. I've reduced what we're using, so I need to check to see the date of the call.
Okay, but I mean, about a month later, he's saying we need to take that guy's name out of the song.
I believe he has some in March, Your Honor, but I may have not argued those to the court because I tried to reduce when he talks about the song.
Find out for me when the song, when that
Yes, Your Honor.
video is made, and we'll come back to that. All right, what's 30?
Last post, this is the argument we've been discussing where it has the tornado and it says back to back to back to back. We're spinning back to back. There's a song that references spinning the block or shooting multiple times. And so this is part of the reason why the state
And is this going to be a video or is this just going to be a still?
It's a 13-second video. We're not giving out smoke. We're giving out embalming fluid, which is a song, by the way. I want to make that clear. It's a song that you can post it to where the lyrics come up. But the
Okay, so
emoji next to it is,
Do you want to play it for me? I mean,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're saying that the whatever is on the audio is relevant, right?
somewhat, Your Honor. I believe the audio is also transcribed,
All right,
but we will.
just play
Yes,
it
Your
for
Honor.
me.
We ain't giving out smoke, we giving out embalming fluid. Spin that shit every day, every night. Back to back to back to back to back. Y'all niggas can't even trap, nothing. Post up, nothing. Kick it with the hoes, barbecue, nothing. We spinning back to
Okay. And who's posting this? Never mind, Garlington.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that next to the tornado? An ear? That's what I thought. What's the significance of that? Are we going to find out?
I will ask and see about that.
Okay, but we still don't have anything you're going to figure out what it is that establishes that. So this means the tornado could mean spinning, and Viverito is going to say spinning means shooting people.
Yes, Your Honor. That's why I'm talking about embalming fluid when they're saying we're going to spin back to back.
Okay.
Well, just for the record, I'm objecting, even though these are not his words, clearly he's portraying his words to the public.
Yeah.
So I'm going to object to this.
All right, and I'm going to have to overrule that on the 802 D2, 803 D2E basis. All right, I think we're done for the day. So should we see each other at 8:45, considering we need to wrap this up before Detective Viverito testifies? Yes. Okay. All right. We are adjourned.